right, 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. It is Thursday, October 12th, 2017. 68 degrees here at the studios of The Source. So we are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can get a chicken sandwich. Temperatures today are expected to climb to 89 degrees. Let me do a few click-throughs here. Only about a 5% chance we'll see rain today. Well, that's not too bad. 17% chance we'll see rain tomorrow. Saturday, 60% chance. Sunday, 60% chance. And Monday, a 40% chance. Looks like we got some rain expected more likely this weekend than today or tomorrow. But that's okay. Tomorrow, Friday Night Football. And looking forward to doing my silent partner part of that. Galen Unold will be doing the live broadcast, of course, so the play-by-play. Let me tell you what we're doing this morning. 7:35, we have news, commentary, phone calls, and the above. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning, Larry.
News bites at 8:35. Did I tell you about Galen? Oh, no, Galen, you know, of course, at 8:05. The topic with Galen today, I want to just ask you and Galen, actually. Do you care?
Do I care?
Yeah.
About what?
About whatever I talk about.
Of course we care.
No. I mean, when I bring up a topic, with you and Galen, I'm going to say, do you really care about this one?
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? Like Weinstein. Do you really care about that story?
Oh, okay.
I don't really care about that one. I mean, he's a pig, so, okay,
Yeah.
move on. Next one. I don't really care about that. Just an example, okay?
Yeah.
So, do you care? Do you care that the Gators are going to wear alligator uniforms on Saturday?
No, not really.
Do you care?
Not particularly.
I bet you a lot of people care about that.
I bet they do, but not me. I won't be there. I'm busy.
Let's see. So that's what we'll do with Galen. Plus, I have the top adult Halloween costumes that are right now most popular on the internet.
Nice.
I'll tell you what that is when we have Galen on the phone. 8:35, the hottest news and current events served bite-sized. That's what we call News Bites. Today's Thursday, 9:05 is Veterans News.
Yeah, always like that segment.
Me too. 9:35, Brian Pope is the director of the Luby Bat Conservancy. Oh, I've been looking forward to this one. I've been hyping it on the radio. Have you heard the hype?
Yeah, I have. I think it's so cool, too. I love what you wrote.
The 30s? I don't think I wrote it. I think I just wrote it. The 13th annual Luby Bat Festival on Saturday, October 21st at the Luby Bat Conservancy in Gainesville. Mm-hmm. So you get to see bats.
Nice.
I think bats look cute. You know, they got a bad reputation, Robin.
I think so. I think as long as they, are laying there hanging upside down, I'm fine with that.
I bet you could, we're going to ask Brian, but I bet you could what do you call it, domesticate an animal? When you make an animal able to live in your own home, that's called domesticated, right?
Exactly. That word. That's a good word. I love that word, domesticated.
All right. Kevin Cook is coming on at 10:20. He's a former senior editor at Sports Illustrated, and he's got a book called Electric October, 7 World Series games, 6 lives, 5 minutes of fame that lasted forever. Michelle Curry-Navickas is coming on at 10:35. She's talking about a book called Liquid Landscape, Geography and Settlement at the Edge of Early America. That sounds interesting. Preston Rice at 11:05. Served in the Air Force. Nothing.
You're laughing. What's funny?
I'm thinking about domesticated. Preston Rice.
Domesticated.
Little Forces is the book. A series of adventure stories for children that show children how to overcome obstacles that they will face in real life. Yep, that's what the Boy Scouts is supposed to be about. Oh, do we care about that story? Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh, my gosh.
There's a citrus crop report that is live today from the Southeast Agnet folks. That'll happen at noon. Mm-hmm. Fun with Joe. It's the August of our lives for you, me, and Joe. We're in the autumn of our lives. I mean, not the August. I think we're past August. We're in the autumn of our lives. So we have more questions that show our age. If we know these answers, then probably we've lived a few years. That's the way that works.
And I've earned every bit of my age.
All right. So we'll do that. A couple of stories in the news. Let's see if there's anything kind of light. Guys, there's a couple of heavy ones that I guess we'll bring up later on. So the light one, I guess, is the Gator uniform. Have you seen the Gator uniform for Saturday?
No.
At first, I thought this was a joke. I thought this can't be real.
Uh-huh.
The Gators are going to wear alligator uniforms when they play the football game on Saturday.
I've not seen it. Do you like it?
No.
Uniform?
No, to be honest, I don't.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
it's a nice looking uniform.
Oh.
But, I mean, who thought of this? I mean, the Gators should look like Gators.
Oh. Oh, my.
Is it just sinking in what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The football players are going to be wearing uniforms that make them look like alligators.
Oh, my gosh.
What the heck is that about?
I know. I got to see this.
Okay.
Wow. I got to see this.
Yeah, it just took a second, didn't it?
It did.
I realized that
I couldn't imagine.
I heard the
thought
noise.
Maybe
Yeah, I heard the
stripes
noise.
or something, but like on the tail. Those kind of black stripes.
I'll show you the picture.
Oh. Who would want to do that?
Anything else that I can bring up that's not heavy? I guess I'll go to the American League's 2 division series now in the books. The baseball world's attention turns to the Capitol today as the Chicago Cubs face the Washington Nationals. That's I guess the big news in the baseball world. Oh, and I know another good one today. There's a asteroid that is passing by planet Earth today at 26,000 miles away.
Really? Now that's interesting to me.
It's the size of a house. It's known as 2012 TC4. I think I drove one of those one time.
Oh, my.
Oh, that was a TC3, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, 26,000 miles away, which is, one-fifth the distance between here and the moon? The moon is 250, so wow, less than that.
Oh, gosh.
Less than that, like 1/10.
Wow.
It's about 1/10 the distance of here to the moon, but this is the size of a house. So literally, if it hit our atmosphere, if it did, chances are it would burn up mostly, right? Mm-hmm. And then probably shrink down to the size of, a car maybe?
I think so.
But still, a rock the size of a car hitting planet Earth could be pretty damaging, I would think. It depends on where it hits, I guess.
It sure could. Gosh.
But anyway, they say 26,000 miles away. The thing that I wonder about with this one is that they say this same thing flew past Earth like a year ago at about 60,000 miles away. So, I mean, will next year, will it pass, on the other side of us, just a little closer, a lot closer?
Oh, now that's scary. That's very scary. We've got to get our Armageddon uniform on and take care of it.
The space rock measures between 30 and 100 feet long, roughly the same size as one that exploded over Russia in 2013. Mm-hmm. In 2013, when it exploded over Russia, it had the force of 20 atomic bombs.
Oh, my gosh.
Since the summer, NASA's Planetary Defense Coordination Office has been conducting a drill to see how well its various parts would work together if an asteroid were heading straight for Earth.
Oh, my.
Oh, my gosh. They give us so much to worry about.
I know. I'd rather just worry about what kind of shoes I'm wearing tomorrow. I'm so shallow.
See, I never think about I never say, what kind of shoes am I going to wear tomorrow?
I've got a couple pairs.
Anyway, so there you go.
Wow.
We watched a movie last night. It was called Alex and Eve. And at first I was a little bit reluctant because the name sounds kind of hokey, doesn't it? A little bit. Mm-hmm. And it was a sweet movie, really. We spoke to the actor yesterday and the producer.
Yep, Richard and Charles.
And so while we were talking to him, apparently it came out in Australia in 2015, and it comes out tomorrow here in this country. But you can get it on Amazon because it's been out 2 years. Mm-hmm. And so we rented it from Amazon and watched it anyway. So it's a sweet movie. It's a movie about a Greek Orthodox Christian young man, and he falls in love with a Lebanese Muslim young woman. Mm-hmm. And of course, their families don't like the fact that they are in love, and it's kind of a funny story, really. They've done it in a funny way. But the word for welcome, I have to ask Manal if this is accurate, but the word for welcome in Lebanese, I'm assuming she was speaking Lebanese. Mm-hmm. Well, of course, Manal wouldn't know Lebanese, would she? She knows Arabic. I don't know if it was Arabic or Lebanese, but anyway, I mean, it sounds like a curse word. The F word.
Oh, yes. It
sounds like the F word. And so the funny scene is the subtitle shows you what she's saying, which is welcome, but your ears hear a word that sounds offensive. And so the father, the Greek father, in English, he says, F you too.
Oh,
to the
yes,
woman, didn't
it
he?
was so funny.
Didn't
Yes,
he? Yeah,
he did.
it was kind of a funny
so
moment
funny.
because he
took
didn't
us aback.
Yeah, the father of the man and the mother of the woman. They're funny. Very funny people. Anyway, so it was a sweet movie, if you want to check it out. Well, I wanted to tell you about something. Oh, yeah. In the movie, they apparently in Australia, in Sydney, you can walk to the top of the bridge, and I can't remember the name of the bridge. And when I say walk to the top, I mean the top, the girders.
On the outside.
Yeah, the outside, not where the cars go, but way up there.
Yeah.
And you just kind of walk up the archway of the structure, and I guess you pay to do that, and it's part of a tourist attraction thing. And I thought, gosh, wouldn't that be cool in New York if you could do that?
That would be awesome.
If you walk to the top of the Brooklyn Bridge or something.
That would be wonderful.
Oh,
I would love that.
Yeah, I don't know if you could handle that. That's kind of a slippery slope, looks like. You'd have to build a little bit of a walkway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think so. But they were all strapped in. They had safety cables, and the girl was fine with the heights, but the fellow was
I would do
not.
it. I would do it. I'm okay with heights.
Yeah.
It might take me longer than everybody else, but I would do it. All right, let's take a break. On the other side, we do have some sad news and other serious news, and your phone calls, of course. We'll take them on the other side. The number is 622-9622. We'll be there with you in about 3 minutes.
Fox News Radio, I'm Chris Foster. More evacuations overnight due to wildfires in Northern California, with wind gusts and dry conditions helping those fires spread. Firefighter Robert Nappy lost his house.
It's one thing to be on the helping side, and then once you're on the receiving side, it's a whole other set of emotions.
At least 23 people have died, with more bodies expected to be found and more than 3,500 homes and businesses destroyed. President Trump plans to do something about health care himself today, signing an executive order allowing more groups to buy cheaper plans across state lines.
He tells Fox's Sean Hannity it's going to cost the government nothing, and it's going to help much of the American population.
People say 30%, people say 25%, and some people say it could be 50%.
The new order means people can band together and buy insurance, and the executive order won't have to get approval from Congress.
Fox's Jill Nato in Washington. Fox News, we report, you decide.
The huge credit bureau breach may have dropped off your news feed, but your information may not have dropped off the dark web. Once your personal information is out there, thieves can use it to steal your identity for months, even years after a breach. Fortunately, it's not too late to get protection with LifeLock. Sign up today and we'll begin using proprietary technology to monitor your personal information for threats, including new accounts in your name, money being stolen from your 401k, or your information being sold on the dark web. And if there's a problem, one of our US-based identity restoration agents will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, you'll know your identity is on our radar, even if the last breach is long forgotten. Go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock today to get 10% off when you use promo code NEWS. That's promo code NEWS. LifeLock. More detection, more protection.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
How would you like to win a new home and make a difference for Hospice of Marion County, the only not-for-profit hospice in the county? On Top of the World and Hospice are offering you a chance to win a brand new home right here in Ocala. All proceeds benefit Hospice of Marion County. Purchase your raffle entries for a chance to win a brand new home for only $100 at homefreeprize.com. The more you buy, the better your chance of winning. For complete rules and regulations and to purchase your entries, visit homefreeprize.com. That's homefreeprize.com. Certain restrictions apply. Must be 18 years of age or older to enter. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
All prizes donated. No purchase or contribution is necessary to win. Random drawing to be supervised by an independent auditor and held at 6 p.m. on November 2nd, 2017 at Circle Square Cultural Center, Hospice of Marion County, 3231 Southwest 34th Avenue, Ocala, Florida, 34474. Visit homefreeprize.com for complete rules and regulations.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic. First and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source. Regenetic.com.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today, 352-680-7000. What do I do now?
After 911, don't worry, call Fakuri. Fakuri Medical and Chiropractic, treating auto injuries for over 32 years. Same-day appointments, immediate medical attention, all under one roof. Don't worry, call Fakuri. Go to bestinjurycare.com. All auto insurances are accepted. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to take your call. Car accident? Don't worry, call Fakuri. bestinjurycare.com.
25 minutes before 8 o'clock, 68 degrees, temperatures climbing to 89 degrees, virtually no mention of rain. There is a 5% chance, but you can just say that's just the weatherman covering his butt. Temperatures today climbing to 90, I guess, 89, 90. Tomorrow, pretty much the same thing, and then Saturday and Sunday looks more likely to have rain. You know, it's just Florida. We're fine with all of that. All right, phone lines are open. We've got one story that I want to tell you about. This is one of those stories locally that definitely I would ask you to say some prayers for the family. I got it from the Star Banner. A 24-year-old man from Ocala died. He was on a moving train at the Kirby family farm, and this must have happened on Tuesday. Tuesday evening, about 6:25. Not so sure. He was volunteering over there. The story doesn't really indicate exactly what happened, except he fell somehow between two cars, and the car behind him ran over him. So he died.
Oh, my God.
Only 24 years old. So
oh, my God.
Say prayers. His name is Anthony Osborne Day. And so our prayers for the family, as always. And just want to share that. I hate sharing news like that. It's just part of our job. And again, feel terrible for them. Let's see. What else? The fires in California. Another round of gusty winds is forecast today as parts of Northern California continue to deal with the devastating wildfires. So far, at least 23 people have been killed in those fires. Wow.
Oh, my God.
More than 3,500 structures have been destroyed in wildfires that began late Sunday. I have a friend, she and her husband put on Facebook that they got out of their house because it was too close for comfort, and then they posted that they went back to their house because I guess the fire that was threatening their house had, I guess, gotten farther away or was extinguished near their home. Anyway, I don't know an update on that one, but I was going to call and see if they wanted to not come on the air because it's, it's only 4 o'clock in the morning their time. But I thought later on maybe I could do like a recorded interview or something, just a short little how you doing kind of a thing. But
oh, that's a good idea.
Well, I'm debating. The reason I don't necessarily think it's necessary is because other news agencies are talking to people out there and probably telling the same story. So,
but they're not close to you. I think it makes a difference if a person is close.
Yeah, I guess so. The House of Representatives is set to vote on a $36.5 billion disaster aid package today. If they approve it, it will help states and territories of the United States that were hit hard by hurricanes and wildfires have some money. The bill includes $18.7 billion for the Federal Emergency Management Agency's Disaster Relief Fund and $576.5 million to help fund wildfire recovery efforts in western states. The two big issues of the last few weeks is, of course, the hurricanes and the fires. $16 billion of that money also will relieve debts for the National Flood Insurance Program and, of course, help low-income residents in Puerto Rico get emergency food assistance that they need. There's still some food drives, by the way, in our community for Puerto Rico. If you are part of one of them and you want us to help you get the word out, let us know. Let's see. That, by the way, that money is in addition to the $15.25 billion aid package that was passed last month. So it's all part of the same thing. All right, I see the phone ringing. Let me answer a few of these calls. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I don't want to detract from the serious news. I want to comment on the uniforms.
Go ahead. What do you think?
Okay. Well, we've been developing them for years, and they're going to be psychologically devastating to the opposing team. Some of them might even have seizures, but it's going to be a great leap. We're going to come in first, guaranteed.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's going to happen?
There's going to be a landslide, horror win.
Well, then I guess they'll keep that uniform. I'm thinking they'll wear.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they'll take it, use it one time, and then put them away.
Oh, some of the opposing team, all we have to do is walk on the field, and that'll be it.
All right, I can't tell if you're joking or not, but you really believe that?
Well, we shall see.
All right. Well, thank you for the call. Sounds like he believes it, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Well, maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole reason for it.
Psychological.
The other team is going to come out and say, "Holy crap, we're fighting alligators."
I got to see this. I got to look it up.
I don't think they look like alligators. I think they look like men wearing alligator suits.
Oh.
That's what it looks like to me.
Does Albert the alligator look better than the,
yes!
than the uniform?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Albert looks better.
Yeah. Are they spandex? I don't know. I got to look at it.
You know what? You got to Google it. Just
I will.
Just say, what do you do with your little thing? Hey, show me with the picture. Everybody talks to their phones now. I talk to my phone.
Does it work?
Yes, it does. He called you yesterday. I said, call Robin, and there you were.
Oh, my.
I was driving. First time I ever used that little feature.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad that there's only one Robin on my list. I would have confused the thing. Let's see, what else do we have here? Did you see this video of the doctor in Gainesville yelling at the patient, telling her to get out of his waiting room, using curse words, etc.?
No,
Okay. Well, his name is Dr. Peter Gallagly, and that video went viral. He says, wait a minute, that video doesn't show everything. That video was edited. That video makes it look like I'm a bad person. He said this lady was horrendous. He says she was being abusive to his staff. She was cursing and threatening them with violence.
Oh.
And then he came out to talk to her because she was demanding a refund and already got it.
Oh.
And then wouldn't leave.
Oh.
And so the video was edited to make it look like he was the one who was bad. And basically, they kept the part where he became angry at her because she became belligerent.
Well, isn't that a shame?
He says, I went to the front desk only because Ms. Stipe, that's the lady's name. What's her first name? Jessica Stipe, received her refund and refused to leave the office and then continued to be abusive towards my staff. He considers his staff family and he wanted to protect them. And so he got out there after he was trying to do his doctor's work behind the scenes. So you know what? I'm on his side. I think he's probably the one telling the truth here.
Probably.
Because, we work with editing all the time. And you can edit anything to appear any way you want it to appear.
Mm-hmm.
We don't do that.
No.
Unless we're trying to be funny. Let's see. The Carolina Panthers will host the Philadelphia Eagles today in the first NFL game since Commissioner Roger Goodell issued a memo saying everyone should stand for the national anthem. The memo came in the wake of continuing criticism by President Trump and his stance on NFL players, and Colin Kaepernick in particular kneeling for the national anthem to highlight injustice. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has said he will bench players who do not stand for the anthem. During the Colts game on Sunday, Vice President Mike Pence left the stadium, as you know, after several San Francisco players knelt during the anthem.
Yeah, ESPN did not show the anthem on Monday night, so that's what the news report was yesterday. And gosh, it was. I don't know. I just think it's a mess. And I don't think it's because of Donald Trump. I think it's because the fans, they saw attendance was down and viewership was down of the game. So now it's starting to hurt their pocketbook.
Rose McGowan did not accept Ben Affleck's statement about Harvey Weinstein, calling it a lie. In a Twitter exchange, Affleck expressed anger and sadness about Weinstein, the studio head who gave him a star in the movie Good Will Hunting. Affleck said accounts of Weinstein's mistreatment of women that he read in The New Yorker made him sick. Affleck's tweet said, "I am saddened and angry that a man who I worked with used his position of power to intimidate, sexually harass, and manipulate many women over decades." McGowan, the actress Rose McGowan, mentioned in a New York Times report, which first publicly addressed decades of harassment by Weinstein, shot back a simple expletive to Affleck on Twitter. And then McGowan addressed a tweet to Affleck, recalling an alleged conversation between the two stars, which suggests that Affleck knew about Weinstein's actions because they worked together in 1998 in a movie.
Gosh.
She said, F, whatever. I told him to stop doing that. You said that to my face. The press conference I was made to go to after the assault. You lie, McGowan wrote. You lie.
Good for her.
This is all showbiz gossip magazine stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. But if it's true, like you said the other day, we'll be very disappointed in those actors.
And then yesterday afternoon, he, and that's, what's his name again? Affleck. He always reminds me of that duck. Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
He issued a tweet apologizing to MTV host Hillary Burton after she accused him of groping her during an appearance in 2003 on a show called Total Request Live. He said, quote, "I acted inappropriately toward Ms. Burton, and I sincerely apologize."
Ben Affleck did?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
McGowan has tweeted about the Weinstein scandal and chastised her fellow actresses in a post for failing to stand up. Anyway, so...
My gosh. Well, Bill Cosby's happy. He's out of the spotlight now.
He's a pig. That's it. What does he do? What did this guy Weinstein actually do? Why were they so afraid of him?
Yeah, didn't he have money? Didn't he run the studio?
That's it.
And say you're going to act here or you're not going to act
here? You said the
here.
answer, I think, is the answer. I'm not so sure. But what was his talent? Was it just that he had money?
Yeah.
So he wasn't really creative in any regard making these movies. He was just the one who said, here's the money, go make it.
I assume so, yeah. That's what I
And the guy with the money is always the guy we bow down to.
Yeah.
I've seen it in my own world. Mm-hmm. I've seen people bow down to money.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people try to get me to bow down to money.
Yeah.
For example, do you remember the time somebody wanted your job?
Yes.
And so she showed her legs to the boss?
Exactly.
And he took the bait?
Exactly.
And made her some kind of a manager?
Yep.
And what was the first thing she did as a manager? She called me into her office, and what did she say? Larry, I'm firing Robin. And I said, why? Well, she's just not up to our standards. And I said, okay, well, then I guess I'm leaving too. No, you can't do that. Okay. Let's see if I can or not. I have a box, and I can fill it, and I'll be out of here in about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I got so many phone calls. Well, Larry, when you decide to come back, we're here waiting for you. I said, well, you'll be waiting a long time. You'll be waiting a long time. I saw through that nonsense in a heartbeat. All right, we'll take a break. Be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Partly sunny and humid today with a brief shower or two near the coast in the afternoon. A high 84 to 89. Maybe a couple showers near the coast. Otherwise, partly cloudy tonight. A low 68 to 79. And partly sunny with some showers around tomorrow. High 84 to 89. Shower, thunderstorm, and some sun Saturday. High 85 to 88. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Maggie Johnson.
Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your Pedigree Palace will be a reality in no time.
Get it for less at the DIY Home Center outlet. Get top quality real wood cabinets the same or less than the big box stores are selling the cheap stuff. And that's not all. Drywall screws big box stores are $6.47 a pound. At DIY, only $4.99. Plus, DIY has the largest selection of mobile home parts and accessories anywhere. From carpet to doors, get the DIY supplies you need for less. The DIY Home Center outlet. We are your building material closeout store. 2191 Northwest 10th Street, just 2 miles east of I-75.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today, 352-680-7000. All right, 10 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice looking Thursday morning, 68 degrees. Today's Thursday, so 9 o'clock. Looking forward to Veterans News. I think Joe Martone is hosting Veterans News today, correct?
Yes.
Do you know who his guest is? He told us yesterday, and I can't remember now. Anyway.
I thought there was one from the Ice Cream Social for Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Joe went
then
to
there
see,
was somebody else.
Joe and Patsy went to see the Magic Show Tuesday. I guess that was Tuesday and Wednesday, so if I tell you about it, it's not going to help you at all because he can't go. It was a 2-day event. But anyway, he sounded like he enjoyed it. The only problem is that Joe is also a magician. And so he can, he's kind of like sitting. It's like doing a magic trick for Penn and Teller. Joe knows how it's done. He does. And I used to, when I was a musician playing in colleges, sometimes I would wait in the wings, like a variety show kind of a setting, and I would wait in the wings, and from the side, a lot of tricks you can tell how they do it because the girl comes out of the box from the back, so you can see her come out. It's like, oh, that's ruining it for me. So some of those tricks, and you know why? It's the more complex ones. I have no idea how they did them. Those mind reading tricks are unbelievable.
They are. They're amazing.
How do they do that? How do they know the name of your first girlfriend? How do they know that stuff?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Not your first girlfriend, the first person you had a crush on, which is even harder.
Oh.
You might be able to say, I went to Google, I went to Facebook, I found out who your first girlfriend was, right? But nobody posts who their first crush was.
No.
You probably don't even think about it until somebody asks you.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Phone lines are open, 622-9622. Let's see what we have in the news that we might want to talk about. Another football story. Jairi Durante, a Pennsylvania college quarterback, learned the price of conviction by being cut from his Division III team for kneeling during the national anthem last weekend. The freshman from Albright College was dismissed for taking a knee prior to a game against Delaware Valley University on Saturday.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
If I were to have a conversation with all these people taking a knee, I would say, why are you taking it? Here's how the conversation I think would go. This is how I think it would go. Why are you taking a knee? Because I'm protesting the way the United States does things, right? Mm-hmm. In what way? Well, I'm protesting the way police officers in this country are unfair to some of the people that they're apprehending. Unfair to the point of killing them. Okay. Well, nobody is objecting to that. But why during the national anthem? What does the national anthem or the American flag have to do with that?
There you go.
Well, it represents America. Yes. And what does America represent? It represents your freedom to be able to protest. Mm-hmm. So there's an irony here. You're protesting the very thing that gives you the power to protest.
Exactly.
It doesn't make sense. I definitely think that we should all be able to protest things that we have an issue with. But my question, and I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. That to me, they have a right to do it. But to me, the question that needs to be answered, that they have to answer, is why during the national anthem? Why don't you figure out a different way to protest? Mm-hmm. And why don't you learn to articulate it better? Because I think if you read enough reports, you'll see what it's about. But most people don't get it.
No.
Most people think it's against Trump. Well, they started kneeling before Trump was even elected.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they kneeled during Obama.
I don't understand why they don't just learn to articulate.
That's the clue.
If they would engage in conversation with somebody who really wants to be understanding. And I think I demonstrated this during the Occupy Wall Street moment. Remember that? We had a young lady on who was part of Occupy Wall Street. And at first she was really all over the map. And I kept saying, well, tell me exactly what you hope to accomplish. And then she started to explain it. And then I said, well, and in that case, it was corporate control of the country or something like that, corporate control of the country. And I said, well, then don't support the corporations. Mm-hmm. Do you have an Apple iPhone? Yes, I do. Well, you're supporting the corporations.
Yeah.
You're supporting them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't support them. That's it. That's the way you get rid of something you don't like. Don't support them.
Exactly.
Here's another football one. Holy cow. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defensive lineman Gerald McCoy said on a podcast yesterday there may be an uproar if the NFL forces all of its players to stand for the national anthem. Gosh, there's so many of these stories. McCoy said he planned to continue standing during the anthem, but that he supports teammates' rights to kneel if they want to. Yeah, he does. I do too. But at the same time, they could be facing the potential that the fans don't want to support them supporting it.
Exactly.
The dollars that get spent for tickets and for the merchandise that is advertised could greatly be hurt by this. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. I just want to give kudos to the doctor that went off on the patient. I work in healthcare. And it's amazing at how much abuse the nurses and the doctors take from patients. And I'm not saying he was right by using the F word, but, I mean, it's getting really bad out there. And it's finally, it's just getting really bad. So finally, something's coming to light about it. And I'm just glad that he actually stood up. We need more doctors like that. I mean, you'll be doing CPR on a patient, and you got somebody yelling at you because they need a pillow. And they see what you're doing, and they don't care, and they're screaming at you while you're saving lives. So
right.
I just want to give this doctor lots of credit and thank him for actually standing up for the stop.
I'm with you. Yeah, I support this doctor, too. That video, I mean, he was right. They edited that video. They made it look like he was the bad guy. There's nothing in that video that indicates that this woman was really being annoying. I'll use an easy word to use on radio. So I'm with you. Did you say you're a nurse?
I am a nurse, yes. I'm a nurse, and it's almost like I've only been a nurse for 6 years, but I'm almost done with it because of the way we're treated by patients and the family members. And it's almost like you go to work to help people, and then it's like they work against you when you're trying to just do what you can do for them.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it just really, I don't know, seeing him, he probably just had enough. Like we've all just had enough. But, I just want to give him credit, and maybe a bunch of nurses can get together and doctors can get together and maybe start a legal fund for this guy to support him.
That too. And the rest of us, we can send a thank you note to him. He's up in Gainesville. So we can send a thank you. I'll tell you his name in a second when I find it again. But yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Send him a box of donuts. That's what I did for my doctor. Yeah.
Did you say his name was Dr. Peter Gallifay? Is that how you pronounce
I'll
it?
have to find it here. I'll tell you his name. Hold on.
Well, we appreciate you, ma'am, for doing what you're doing. I mean, gosh, because we know and the horrendous hours you have to work, and you've really got to do a lot, and we've been witness to that.
All right, his name is Dr. Peter Gallogly, Gallogly, and he works at the Gainesville After Hours Clinic. That's where he works. Okay.
After hours. Well, thank you very much, and I hope he hears this, and I'll definitely send a card, and just thank you for standing up for his staff and other patients as well, because, you know, we deal with this a lot, with the abuse from the patients, and, you know, she probably didn't deserve all of that, but I'm sure there was way more to the video, like it was a setup or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, she wanted to make a viral video. I think you're right. Yeah, the whole world.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
I listen to you guys every morning on the way home, and I really appreciate everything you guys do for everybody out here.
Oh, that's sweet of you to say that. Go ahead.
Dunellen Elementary School has taken donations for the Puerto Rico Fund for food and supplies. I'm not sure till when, but they definitely have an office, you know, that they're collecting supplies for.
All right. Well, thank you for letting us know that too. We'll continue to mention that. Have a good day. Thank you for what you've chosen to do with your life. You are appreciated, just so you know.
Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. All right, we're up against the break. Let's take that break. Galen Unold from Life South Community Blood Center up next. This is The Source, and this is AM Ocala Live.
From the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio. I'm Chris Foster. Hundreds are unaccounted for in the wildfires burning in Northern California. There have been 23 bodies found now, and at least 3,500 homes and businesses are gone, with most of the fires burning out of control or close to it.
We have to accept it, you know. I mean, it's nature's call. I mean, there's nothing we could do about it.
He and his family are among the thousands of wildfire evacuees. President Trump's expected to announce tomorrow whether the United States will back out of the Iran nuclear agreement or declare Iran to be non-compliant. He tells Fox's Sean Hannity.
I think it was one of the most incompetently drawn deals I've ever seen. $150 billion given. We got nothing.
New York Democrat Eliot Engel at a House hearing on Iran.
We in the United States have to live up to our word.
And he says ending the deal and the inspections included in it would allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons. Fox News. We report, you decide.
The huge credit bureau breach may have dropped off your newsfeed, but your information may not have dropped off the dark web. Once your personal information is out there, thieves can use it to steal your identity for months, even years after a breach. Fortunately, it's not too late to get protection with LifeLock. Sign up today and we'll begin using proprietary technology to monitor your personal information for threats, including new accounts in your name, money being stolen from your 401k, or your information being sold on the dark web. And if there's a problem, one of our US-based identity restoration agents will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but with LifeLock, you'll know your identity is on our radar, even if the last breach is long forgotten. Go to lifelock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock today to get 10% off when you use promo code NEWS. That's promo code NEWS. LifeLock. More detection, more protection.